Okay, in this video, I want to just quickly go through, like I said, I use CallRail, so I'm going to kind of show you how I set up CallRail, how simple it is. This is just the inside dashboard of CallRail. I keep it pretty simple. There's a lot more you can do, but I basically get the call and forward it directly to the thing. But you can see just in the dashboard here, shows you how many calls over the last 30 days. You can do all kinds of filtering. You can filter by yesterday, today, last 7, 30, pick days. You can add filters. So you can add, say if you want to add just certain numbers or sources or campaigns or based on, different things you set up, whether it came from a certain landing page or keyword stuff, all kinds of things like that. You can do all kinds of filtering and stuff. Like I said, I don't do a whole lot of that, but all the functionality is there. But anyway, you can see down here, it's going to give you your calls, tell you the date and the time. It shows you where it comes from, how long, and if you have keyword markers or it's reading that, campaigns, tags. And then for tags, this is how I work it. I have someone who listens to the calls. They go through and they select, they go through, they say, is this a conversion? Is this a duplicate caller? Is this already an existing customer? Is this someone that just called and hung up? Or is this a lead, missed call, no answer, opportunity, all these different things. I've kind of defined these for the person that listens to my calls. So we know if it's a if there's no answer, it's automatically a lead. So it gets tagged with both of those. Because if the person I'm sending leads to is not going to answer, to me, then that means it was a lead because they didn't even answer the phone. So that's just kind of how I do that side. But this is just kind of the dashboard of CallRail for numbers. So if you click, I'll click on a number here. Or wait, that's not what I want. Go to tracking. And then I'll click on a number just so we can open one up. And you can see, you go in here and it's going to have your numbers, and then you can edit. So you can do number insertions where you can switch numbers out. There's advanced settings. So you can say, like, if you want this to receive text messages. You can push stuff to Google Analytics. You can pick what kind of number comes through, if it's the tracking number or if it's the caller ID, so what shows up on the other phone. Then here in the number options, you can name your phone number. You can put in a whisper message. So like if you wanted to say, hey, this is a call from, in this example, I just said a call from Beyond Measure Marketing. You can say forward the call. Here's where you change the number. In this area here is where you change the number as to where you want it to go. I always do enable call recording. I'll show you where you set it up. You need to always say this call may be monitored or recorded. And then you can give it a campaign name, like if you want to name the things like that. So this is what it looks like when there's already a number set up. I'm going to walk through and just pretend like I'm setting one up so you can kind of see what I was talking about. So when you're going to create a number, you're going to use it online, on my website. I just do things for calls only. You can mess with other stuff, but this is just how I do it. Call only. This is just say training, and then I'm going to forward the calls to, I'm going to have, so 888. So you can just pick where you're going to, that's where it's going to forward the calls. Again, you can change that later. I'm going to do all visitors regardless of source. You could have this where you only put this phone number on a specific landing page, and you can track where the calls are even coming from, stuff like that. And then you can pick a phone number. You can choose toll-free numbers, or you can pick it from a certain area code. Let's just say I'm picking from the, somewhere in Alabama, 938, and you just grab a number, click next. And then here's where you can set your whisper message. So this whisper message is when someone answers the phone, like, so if the phone rings and I answer it, it's going to say this call has been forwarded from Beyond Measure Marketing or whatever. Call recording, the person that's calling is going to hear this call will be recorded for quality assurance, which I'm sure you've all heard. Always leave that on, because a lot of states you have to let people know that you are recording it. I'm not going to activate this number, but that's pretty much all there is. Once you activate it, it'll go into your account, and then you can set up all the other things. So I'm going to exit the creation. Again, you got all these numbers, and the other stuff you can do, there's all kinds of, you can do analytics. Or that's not the right word I want them to be. Okay, so the analytics is just the call log. But as far as you can set up reports, settings, you can hook all kinds of different integrations. So like I've got Google Analytics hooked up to one of these where I was testing. So anytime my phone number call is called, it sends that data into Google Analytics. So then I can show that it's a conversion on my website where someone did the phone call. You can hook it to ads. You can hook it to, I mean, there's all kinds of stuff you can hook it to. Like I said, I don't use a lot of this, but I just wanted to give you a quick overview of what the CallRail dashboard works. But the most important is to get that phone number that you control, and then you can control where it goes.